this time, we would like to recognize and congratulate the parents of our seniors. Would the parents of the 2026 seniors please remain standing so that we can give you a round of applause for your great accomplishment. And now, to recognize our graduating seniors. And we know there's a lot of excitement in the air, but please hold your applause until the end. Caleb Fry. Caleb Russell Fry is the son of Jeremy and Marissa. Caleb will be attending Bismarck State College to pursue his goal of becoming a lineman. He has earned a $250 scholarship for making the All-Star game, an $800 scholarship from Bismarck State College for academic excellence, and a $1,500 scholarship from Southeast Electric. Bella Jensen. Bella Jensen, daughter of Ty and Serena O'Connor and Chris Jensen, plans to start her own equine therapy business, earn her realtor's license, and pursue an associate's degree in accounting through online college courses. Bella has received a $20,000 scholarship from Miss Rodeo, Montana. Corlin Lawfrey, daughter of Carl and Camille Lawfrey, will be attending Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. She'll be majoring in radiologic sciences. Corlin has received a Mount Ogden scholarship of $9,000, a $3,000 scholarship from Mid Rivers, and a $1,000 scholarship from Basin Electric Power. She sat down quick because it was on the second page, but she also got a $500 scholarship from the Nile and a $500 scholarship from the Friends of Fallon Medical Complex. Chase Loading. Chase is the son of Travis and Corey Loading. He will be attending Montana State University Billings. Chase has received a $250 scholarship for making the All-Star game, the $5,000 Battle Minnick Family Scholarship, and the $1,000 Yellow Jacket Excellent Award Scholarship from Montana State University Billings. Eldon Morris, son of Jacqueline Payne, grandson of Patricia Dagan, plans to take online college courses at Southern New Hampshire University. Nasia O'Connor, daughter of Rachel Fisher and Ty O'Connor, will be attending Rocky Mountain College in Billings. She'll pursue a bachelor's degree along with playing on the women's basketball team. Nasia has received a $1,000 scholarship from Southeast Electric, a $1,000 scholarship from Mid Rivers, and a full ride scholarship from Rocky for basketball. Ronnie Ross, son of Roddy Ross and Juanita McKay. He will be attending MSU Northern in Havre and will be majoring in automotive technology. Now we would like to recognize our honor students. Graduating with honors with a 3.5 or above, Corlin Lawfrey, Chase Logan, and Nasia O'Connor. Members of the National Honor Society, Corlin Lawfrey and Nasia O'Connor. And now, it's my privilege to present the Co-Valedictorian Award for the class of 2026. Her determination and hard work are well known and respected. She has bred a bright light in our school with a smile always on her face. I have appreciated her leadership and ideas throughout the year. In addition to academics, she has participated in 4 years of volleyball, basketball, and FFA, along with being an active member of National Honor Society. Corlin, we honor your achievements and know that a bright and successful future awaits you. Please welcome to the podium, Corlin Lawfrey.
supposed to do with the rest of our lives? And now, somehow, all of that happened little by little until one day we looked around and realized we are here. One day we were just kids getting in trouble for throwing snowballs at recess and always getting yelled at for talking too much in class. And the next, we were applying for colleges, jobs, scholarships, and pretending we were not losing our minds stressed about it. We have all had moments that got us here. The stressful ones like, what am I going to wear to the basketball game tomorrow? Or the small wins like finally understanding the joke that was said hours earlier. And the memories we did not realize would matter so much at the time. The random conversations, the inside jokes, having a class pine cone fight at Medicine Rocks, and the days that felt completely normal while we were living them. For me, the realization did not hit until recently how much I will miss those days. Because as much as we talked about wanting to leave, I think part of us thought that this chapter would never actually end. These hallways became routine, and these people became my best friends. And somewhere between the morning practices, missing homework, and very off-topic class discussions, this place became a bigger part of us than we realized at the time. Now, suddenly we are here, caps and gowns on, diplomas waiting, and getting ready to walk out these doors for our final time as high schoolers. And I think that's why graduation feels so strange. We spent years looking forward to this moment, but now that it's finally here, part of us still isn't ready to let it go. Maybe that's what growing up really is. Not having everything planned out perfectly, not magically being stress-free or completely prepared for the future. It's learning as you go. It's changing without even realizing it until you stop and look back. Every person sitting here today has grown into someone different from who they were when we started it all. Through friendships, mistakes, success, and memories we will carry forever, we became versions of ourselves, our younger selves, would probably be proud of, even if they wouldn't believe how much school we skipped to get here. And before I finish, I want to thank the people who helped us get here. To our parents, families, friends, neighbors, teachers, coaches, and everyone sitting here supporting us today, thank you for constantly showing up and being there for us. Thank you for the encouragement, advice, and support, and being the best community to grow up in. And to my mom and dad specifically, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. Thank you for supporting me through every stage of my life, even the ones that are probably not very easy to deal with. I never doubted if you would be there for me, whether it was coming to basketball tournaments during calving season, helping me with papers that are due the very next day, and pushing me when I needed. Thank you for never letting me give up, believing in me when I doubted myself, and being the best parents I can ask for. I would not be standing here today without all the support all of you guys have given me. So yeah, we did grow up, but maybe faster than we expected, maybe a little unprepared, I'm not sure. But somehow we made it. And if we can make it through all this, I think we will all be just fine. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2026.
Before we get to our second co-valedictorian, could we please have all members of the
you don't understand this pretty much, if you pour water on a duck, it just rolls right off. It doesn't soak in, it doesn't weigh them down. Life is the same way. Things will happen that frustrate you, stress you out, or upset you. But you have a choice. You can let those things take over your day, or you can let them roll off your back. One bad day might not seem like a big deal, but you never know how many days you have, or how your mood affects the people who are around you. So don't live in a way that you'll regret. That brings me to my second point, to appreciate the people who surround you. Because the people around you are the puzzle pieces of your life, and they matter more than anything. Appreciate your teachers. Like Miss Nicole has never given me, Clay, and sometimes Eldon and Tardy. We probably had a special bell that rang 15 minutes later than the rest of the class. Mrs. Hamill letting us rant to her about our lives even when she's trying to make us do notes. Mrs. Walker for Flapjack Fridays, cribbage tournaments, and all the fun we have in our classes. The room got most of us throughout the day, and the reason that 90% of our Stella Cruz for always being judgment-free and understanding of our class. And lastly, Miss Olson for all those free days, they were needed. Appreciate your classmates, because one day all this becomes memories. Memories like playing trash can basketball in class, or tying mask strings together in choir to the point where it stretched across this whole basketball court. Or when Bella knocked over Caleb's birthday cake, frosting first onto the ground before any of us got to eat it. And the time that Chase had a wardrobe malfunction in front of the whole choir class. Actually, I kind of want to forget about that one. Caleb catching bugs, even a black widow, and putting them into water bottles and chasing the girls around with them. And then eating crayons later on in class. Or Clay sleeping and snoring through anything in any class. Eldon dressing up for a skit in history as a woman with a red dress, showing his actress skills. And Corlin coming back from homecoming, somehow managing to get pulled over by Neil. Appreciate where you are. I'm so grateful for every memory, every sport, every activity, and every person who has been a part of my journey. ECLAC has given me more than I can put into words. And yes, Mrs. Walker, that includes all of our crazy experiences in FCCLA that made everything so much fun. But I didn't forget about the classes of 23, 24, and 25. I had so many great memories with them. And lastly, and most importantly, appreciate your family, because they are one of the most important puzzle pieces of your life. I don't know about you, but my family and everyone I consider family are the foundation of everything I've accomplished. They are my support system, my motivation, and my home. You guys are the pieces to who I am and to my success. So to the students who are still here, learn to be grateful for what surrounds you and be in control of who you are and what affects you. Let things go, and while you're doing that, don't forget to enjoy. So thank you, class of 2026. Thank you to everyone here today. And as we move forward, as Bob Marley says, don't forget to live the life we love and love the life we live. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to welcome Ms. Sharon Carroll to the stage to present our scholarship.
It is now my pleasure to present more 2026 scholarship recipients. On behalf of all the scholarship committees and sponsors, I would like to congratulate the graduating seniors who applied and commend the current college students who are continuing their education. Thank you to all for applying, and best of luck in your future pursuits. A&A State Wholesale has generously established a scholarship fund for a CCHS graduating senior who are continuing their education. Selection is based on academic achievement, financial need, community involvement, and involvement in extracurricular activities. These two $250 scholarships are awarded to Chase Loading and Corlin Law. The American Legion Post number 35 in Baker sponsors a $750 scholarship for two Carter County High School graduates. It is my pleasure to present this year's scholarship to Clay Rost and Corlin Laughlin. assistant at Ecolaka for many years, as well as an alumnus of Carter County High School. This year's scholarship recipient of $50 is Nicole O'Connell. The Farmers Union Oil Company of Baker sponsors a $500 scholarship each year, which is awarded to a student for their second semester of enrollment. This year's recipient is Corlin Plum. The Fry Family Memorial Scholarship was established by Jack Price family in 2001. Jack, a former CCHS football coach, was very pursuing a career in veterinary science. The scholarship is valued at $150. I am happy to award this scholarship to Bella Jensen. Schools partnered with Pepsi to begin offering Pepsi products on Columbus. As part of this partnership, Pepsi is proud to recognize the graduating seniors of the class of 2026. This scholarship honors students who demonstrate a strong commitment to their community and prioritize service to others. It is intended for individuals who lead with integrity, contribute meaningfully to our school and town, and embody the spirit of giving back. This year, we would like to present three $650 scholarships to Chase Loading, Corlin Lawford, and Nasia O'Connor. This year's scholarship recipients for the $500 Carter County Sheep and Cattle Growers Association are Nasia O'Connor, Chase Loading, and Kevin Tinker. The Carter County FFA alumni will award one $200 scholarship to a graduating senior in Carter County High School who has been actively involved in the Carter County FFA and AA program. This year's FFA alumni scholarship recipient is Clay Rost. Recipients for the $1,500 Carter County Public Health Tobacco Prevention Program Scholarship are Nasia O'Connor and Chase Logan. The 2026 $450 Fallon County 4-H Scholarship is given in memory of Karen Losing and John Bates. The recipient is Clay Ross. The Friends of FMC Foundation $250 scholarship is proud to pronounce Corlin Lawford as Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mrs. Carroll.
It is now my pleasure to introduce a graduate from the class of 2026. I've had the privilege of watching this young man grow from diapers to diplomas. He is a hero to my two young sons and truly feels like a member of my own family. I'm honored to welcome Chase Travis Loading to the stage to offer a few words on behalf of the class of 2026.
I'd like to start off by giving a shout out to Nasia and Corlin. They had great speeches. Double with you. I want to thank every one of you in the crowd, not just for showing up this afternoon, but for consistently showing up for my classmates and I during our upbringing. I speak for all of the seniors when I say it's been a blessing to have grown up in a community with so much support. Whether that was showing up to basketball games, or Dave Williams stopping the bus to rescue a cat, earning him the nickname Super Dave by everyone who rode the bus. Growing up, I learned many valuable lessons. One of the biggest is family isn't something people should fear. I've failed countless times in life, whether it was sports, school, or convincing Mrs. Hamill to let us have a free day in chemistry. Everyone has dreams they imagine for themselves. However, most of the time, people don't reach their goals. Not because they can't, but because they're too afraid to try. This results in them spending their whole life waiting for the perfect opportunity. I once came across a quote that said, "The man who waits for a perfect shot will die with a full magazine." I can't stress enough how meaningful and accurate this quote is. You shouldn't wait for the perfect opportunity to start chasing your goals. You don't need a perfect shot, you just need to take one. And we have seen this mindset work in real life. Steve Jobs, one of the most successful businessmen of our time, was fired from his own company. Many people would have accepted defeat right there, seized comfort. Instead, he strived to accomplish his goals. Because of this mindset, he was able to work his way back into business and build it into the biggest in the world. Right now, we're all at the starting line of our lives. Truthfully, none of us know exactly what's going to happen from here. But we do know this: waiting for the perfect moment won't things do go the way I want? What if I do succeed? With that being said, take the shot, run the race, chase what you want. Because at the end of the day, the only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. We only die once, but we live every day. And you're in control of how your time on earth is used. They say it's a bad thing that time flies, but it's not so bad when you realize you're the pilot. Thank you.
Now I would like to welcome Tassia O'Connor back to the stage.
Honored to introduce a close family friend along with a legend. Kevin Lundstrom grew up in Malta, Montana. He attended MSU Bozeman from 1994 to 1998, and he majored in business finance. Kevin was a linebacker right behind my father, Ty O'Connor, who held up all his blocks. After graduating, he started his own company, Somatic Breathwork, in Helena, Montana, a guided body-based practice designed to help people release stress, store tension, and limiting patterns while reconnecting with clarity and calm. Kevin is married to his beautiful wife, Stephanie, and they have 4 children. He is also one of the co-founders of our local LL3 camp. In the words of my father, he used to have a beautiful head of hair. Please give Mr. Kevin Lundstrom a warm Carter County welcome.
Legend, huh? I'm going to do a shout out word. Is Rusty in the crowd? Okay, good. We talked before, so if Rusty gives me one of these, it's let's wrap it up soon. One of these, you got to be done right now. So thank you for pointing yourself out. It's a full circle moment for me, and I didn't really plan on talking about this, but seeing the graduates and being in the gym, and in 2007, we started the L3 Leaders Legacies football camp right at the Glenwood Field, and so it's not only nostalgic, but really, really thankful to be back. And just doing the math, the graduates were barely even born, and I had the pleasure, we had the pleasure to not only coach some of the athletes in the graduating class, but also hang out with most of the class. So it's a really cool moment. So I just want to make sure I thank everybody. And I want to thank the school, the staff, the community, the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends who made this day possible. And most importantly, thank you to the graduates for trusting me to speak at this great event. My name is Kevin Lundstrom. I'm a son, a brother, a husband, a dad, a grandson, an uncle, and a human. So honestly, not that much different than anybody else in this room. I've had incredible days and difficult days. I've had moments where I felt like exciting moments, and life felt uncertain. I've had confidence and insecurity. I've had the times when I thought I had life all figured out. And sometimes I realized I absolutely did not. Health scares question my faith. So today I'm not standing up here to pretend that I have all the answers. I'm simply standing here as another human being who has lived enough life to learn a few things that might help you begin the next chapter of yours. And this graduating class of 7 proves that dynamite comes in small packages. I don't know how much money was just delivered from the very gracious scholarship donors, but wow, nice job. And I do know after talking to Mr. Capti, how proud he is of his class, and he could not sing the praises enough. Not only leaving their mark with accomplishment locally, but statewide, be compassionate. So you should be proud of yourselves. Today is those rare and impactful days where everybody in the gym gets to pause and reflect. continue, I want to mention something hopefully becomes a meaningful part of today. Each graduate was given envelopes with instructions and blank papers to write to important people in their lives. Also, parents, step-parents, and grandparents were also invited to write letters. So, at some point during today's celebration, please feel free to exchange those letters. Because more likely you probably won't remember almost all the words I say, maybe three, but you remember how people made you feel. And sometimes a handwritten letter can be a legacy and a stake in the ground of something you carry meaningful the rest of your life. Now in the last week, you've heard a lot of great advice from important people. Hard work, dream big, stay disciplined, build your future, take that risk. Focus on goals, watch out for the labels people put on you, and life is one piece at a time, and it might not go exactly as planned. I believe all those things. There's a place for ambition, discipline, achievement, success, and hard work, no doubt. It's important to imagine everybody in this gym has seen positive results from those attributes, including myself. But today I want to talk about something deeper. Because to truly flourish in life and deeply be alive, and to enjoy the journey while you live it, you need more than accomplishment. You also need inner peace. And with inner peace comes gratitude, awareness, connection, authenticity, presence, and purpose. Because whether people admit it or not, everybody wants peace. Everybody wants to feel calm, grounded, connected enough, and not just enough in someone else's eyes, enough in your own authentic way. The problem is that most people chase peace the wrong way. Most people think peace comes later. I'll feel peace when life slows down. When I finally know what I'm doing. I graduate. When I win. When people finally accept me. When I stop feeling anxious. The reality. Life is never perfect or calm. Life is messy. It changes. It surprises you. It throws you curveballs. It humbles you. And sometimes it can be painful. If your peace depends on everything around you being perfect, or only exists under certain conditions, your peace will always be fragile and elusive. Another trap that people fall into is believing peace comes from changing their circumstances. When I move, find better friends, become more popular, leave that relationship, get more attention, post more, or get validation. But the problem is, you take your mind, your heart, your nervous system wherever you go. You don't suddenly become peaceful because you go to college, or the college you wanted, or somebody liked your post. You made a team, got attention, won, or received notification or validation. Fear, insecurity, comparison, self-doubt do not magically disappear because your circumstances change or accomplishments appear. And we've seen this before. Ever met somebody who seemed to have everything figured out? Successful, popular, handsome, pretty, talented, confident, and somehow still anxious, unhappy, stressed, feeling small, not enough, irritated, or disconnected. That's because peace is not external. Peace is internal. Inner peace is the ability to stay grounded, calm, and unconditionally love yourself even when life isn't perfect. Especially when life isn't perfect. Peace to be able to tell yourself, this is hard, but I'm going to be okay. My life feels messy right now. I do not need my life to be perfect to feel peace. Peace is not a finish line. It's how you travel. For example, if you drive from East Blackett to Mount City, thinking I'll be peaceful when I get there, that's not how it works. The trick is to feel peace while you drive. In all your senses. Peace is your mindset while life unfolds. The more grounded you become internally, the more thoroughly you understand who you are. And that matters. Because grounded people make their decisions. You stop making your decisions based on pressure, comparison, fitting in, fear, or validation. Instead, you start recognizing what genuinely lights you up. People, the environments, and the opportunities and the experiences. Your decisions are important. You come into this world looking like your parents. You leave this world looking like your decisions. what's missing, safety, and what could go wrong. That's why worry, fear, inadequacy, pressure, anxiety, and expectation can arise, even when you accomplish something. Maybe even today, tomorrow, or this summer. You graduate and wonder what comes next. You accomplish something and immediately worry if it's enough. You see somebody else succeeding, you wonder if you're following behind. That does not mean something is wrong with you. It means you're human. Your brain is trying to protect you, but peace comes when you first become aware of your thoughts. And then over time, you stop believing any fearful thought your brain throws at you. Let me give you an example. 2 students don't get accepted to the school they want. One spirals. My future is ruined. I'm not smart enough. I'm falling behind. Everybody else has life figured out except me. I'm a fraud. The other says, this hurts. This is hard. This is not what I expected, but they breathe. A long inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. They stay calm and grounded and they say, I'm going to figure this out. I still have value. I still have people who love me. And maybe this is life turning me in the direction I'm supposed to go. Same external situation, completely different internal experience. Now don't get me wrong, this is hard. I'm still trying to figure this out myself. And I bet many adults in this room are too. Because mastery of life is a lifelong pursuit. So the question becomes, how? How do you actually build peace in your life? Today I want to challenge you to 2 simple things when you leave here. And maybe not just the graduates. Not 3, not 10. 2 things. The first is to spend 5 minutes every day in stillness. That's it. I know meditation can sound like a weird word sometimes, but honestly, I'm simply talking about giving yourself a quiet 5 minutes to breathe, 5 minutes to slow down. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. Give yourself the calmness of 5. Here's your 5 seconds tutorial how you do it. Set timer for 5 minutes. Do not disturb. Close your eyes and breathe. It's really that simple. And here's what happens if you do this consistently. You become less reactive, more present, more grounded. You begin creating space between what happens to you and how you respond. And that space changes everything. You begin training to stay calm in the storm. And the beautiful thing is, this skill continues developing throughout your life. You don't have to master peace at 18. You simply need to begin practicing. Consistently showing up beats erratic discipline every time. And trust me, first this will feel uncomfortable. Your mind will wander, you'll think about your phone, your plans, your stress, your future, random thoughts, your to-do list, and that's okay. And honestly, one of the biggest misconceptions about meditation is that people think you're supposed to do it completely to clear your mind and instantly feel peaceful. That's not the point. The point is noticing your thoughts without immediately reacting to them. It's building self-control and not grabbing your phone. It's learning how to sit still to comfort. It's practicing not immediately reacting immediately when you're upset, pausing before speaking, and being calm under pressure. During those 5 minutes, expect things to come up. Simply let them come up. Let them pass, shoo them away immediately. And if you need to, give yourself some positive talk. Please talk to yourself like someone you deeply love. Your body is truly the only home that you have your whole life. Please treat it and talk to it as such. Now the second thing I want you to do is this. Choose one big, non-negotiable a day. Again, not 3, not 4, not 10. 1. Call this one big thing. One big thing you'll do every day no matter what. No matter what comes up, no matter what noise comes up, before you go to bed. You can think of this either as a fixed, everyday thing, or a variable that you can define the night before the morning of. A variable commitment is something you choose that you can change, but you must commit. Exercise, reading, walking, a certain number of steps, stretching, studying, prayer, journaling, waking up early, or your 5-minute meditation. It honestly does not matter what it is. What matters is keeping your word yourself. Because this will happen. You'll be in bed one night and remember you haven't done your commitment. Then you get to decide who you want to be. How do you really want to show up for yourself in your journey? When this happens, get up and do it because that'll train you not to let it happen again. Because every time you follow through on a promise to yourself, your mind learns something important. I can trust myself. And confidence is built through evidence. Your confidence grows when you mind realizes, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And that creates momentum in our lives. Now, if you're following along, your 5 minutes of meditation is already one of your fixed things. So you're good. You can add one more variable commitment each day, but no more than that. The beauty about this is it creates habit stacking. For instance, because you're moving forward and training your body, you'll probably eat better. Then you realize you're getting results from waking up early in the morning, and then you might go to bed earlier. The point is you'll habit stack on your decisions of one big thing per day. So you're going to start doing your 5 minutes and your one big thing tomorrow and keep the momentum for 100 days. Yeah, I said 100. But here's the goal. If you make 100 without skipping, great. Well, remember, don't skip 2 days in a row. Now here's the elephant in the room we need to talk about. The biggest competitor to those 5 minutes and the biggest competitor to your one big thing is probably how we currently use our screens. Some of the statistics are honestly staggering that the average person now spends 5.5 hours on their screen per day. They check their phone 157 times, and they check their screen every 7 seconds. Think about that. What is that stealing? It's stealing your presence, your stillness, your attention, your connection, and your inner peace. Now, I do not think technology is bad. Honestly, the advancement in technology is amazing, especially in a community like Eagle Eye. Farmers, ranchers, businessmen, business people, entrepreneurs, the school, the hospital, and even fitness trainers can do things that they could not do years ago. They can connect with the world. You can literally work, train, teach, sell, feed, and connect with people across not only the United States, but the entire globe. We can order almost anything in the world and have it on our doorstep between 1 and 3 days. So technology is an amazing tool. But I think something else is true. We know that it feels like when somebody physically is present, but emotionally somewhere else. When connection gets interrupted by distraction, we never have had more information, tools, and resources in our pockets and at our fingertips. Yet sometimes we don't know where to start. We're scattered or lost. I think the biggest issue with technology these days is it's blurry. The lines between connection time, quiet time, family time, me time, you time, and real life is blurry. And so we scroll and think we can do it all at once very effectively when we can. Here's the goal, to be simply where you're at. One of the biggest happiness studies ever done involved thousands of people that got 3 random questions over the course of a few months. What are they doing right now? What are they thinking about? And are you happy? I'll give you the punchline. People, whether they were doing a fun thing like vacation, or whether they were just loading the dishwasher, as long as their mind was where they're at, they were happy. So a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. A happy mind is a present mind. Remember that. So if it's scroll time, then scroll. Be present doing it. Maybe you tell your family or your friends or yourself, hey, I'm going to check out for 15 minutes and catch up on some things. That's actually healthier than pretending to be engaged while halfway living on your phone with your family and friends. I highly recommend putting boundaries on it. Put a time frame, maybe 30 minutes a day. Let's beat that 5.5 hours statistic. There's some fascinating studies about this too. Research has studied conversation between people. When a phone is in hand, face up, face down, in a backpack, or in their car. What they found was the farther away from the phone that the interaction was, the more less than a phone. And I know none of us would actually probably ever admit that when life got hard, but that's how we're treating our loved ones and even ourselves sometimes and our friends. There are similar studies involving focus and memory. Same thing, taking tests. Phone up, phone down, in your backpack or in another room. Undoubtedly, thinking more clear and cognitive thinking and test taking is much better when the phone's out of the room. So it's very clear that that chance of a notification coming up puts you on edge and it puts the other person on edge. So maybe discipline looks different than it used to today. When we grew up in the 70s and 80s, it's what you did every day. Maybe discipline is being the person in the room who can keep their phone in their pockets. Maybe discipline today is protecting your attention, protecting your presence, and protecting your peace. Maybe discipline today is more about not doing it. Because ultimately, we're trying to build a perfect and most peaceful life. But by doing that, we must be trying to build the most perfect and peaceful you. Your mind, your heart, and your nervous system, and your relationship with yourself. That's where the 5 minutes of meditation will see the biggest difference. Now, I mentioned this earlier, there's this cool feature on your phone called Do Not Disturb. I encourage everybody to use this more often. That puts technology on your terms, especially when you do your 5 minutes, and especially when you sleep. You can set the parameters all over the place for your notifications. I have 4 kids. I know how much things ding and vibrate, and I just beg them and I beg the graduates and even in this room, like that Do Not Disturb can be a really powerful tool in your life. Now, you have one big commitment for me now. I'm going to give you each graduate a sealed envelope with a message to your future self of what you heard today. It is to be opened by anyone in this class at the next reunion. Don't open it early and keep it safe. When you call me from your reunion together, simply prove you have the letter, and I'll buy every graduate choice a beverage of choice, and we'll give a special cheers. One final thing before I close. This does not mean that you don't have to be competitive and tackle life with tenacity. Me, just this morning, I was in my own meditation. I was in a sauna, and my playlist went from Metallica to Pantera to meditation music. So that intensity can go all over the place. It doesn't mean that you have to wear aerobic sandals and namaste. It means that you become balanced, and you know that you will be better by building your inner peace. But when the challenge of life comes on, you gotta own it. There's a simple acronym I've always lived by. It's called NOW. Never outworked. So you can be calm and intense. You can be a warrior, but also be peaceful. One important thing I also want to mention to find your peace is to celebrate others' success. Truly celebrate them. People who can clap for other people's success tend to live a more peaceful and joyful life. Envy steals peace. Comparison steals joy. Nobody else's success takes away your opportunity to succeed. There's enough to go around for everybody to grow. It's called abundance. So as I close, graduates and attendees, your life does not need to be perfect to be beautiful. You do not need to have everything figured out to live with peace. Start with 5 minutes, keep a big promise to yourself every day, and do it again tomorrow. That's how you build trust, confidence, and peace. Before that test, before that interview, before that hard conversation, before that stressful moment, before the thing that scares you, remember this. Head up, shoulders back, smile, take a deep breath through your nose with a long exhale, and lead with your heart. And always remember, that one long breath is a superpower in life. Congratulations on your commitment to 5 minutes of stillness and one big thing every day. And congratulations, class of 2026. Be proud of yourselves yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Thank you.
Superintendent Heddleman continues to put students at the heart of every decision. It is my great honor to have her here to address our graduates and families. Please give a big bulldog welcome to Superintendent Susie Heddleman.
Thank you so much, Superintendent. That was incredible. Good afternoon, graduates, families, educators, and the wonderful community of Ekalaka. It's an honor to be here with you today. I have to tell you guys right off the bat that Mr. Lundstrom and I got a kick out of your class motto. I may have been at one of his first shows when he started touring, but we'll save that conversation for later. I also have a lot in common with you because I love hearing about the cribbage story. I grew up playing cribbage with my grandpa as soon as I could count, and I often utilized it in my classroom and sometimes my office as well. So that was fun. I do want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much to Katie Bloodgood. She is on my team and traveled all the way here with me, and I couldn't do my job without her. It's really important to surround yourself with incredible people and a good team, as you all know. So thank you, Katie, for being a road warrior. We're going to be 9.5 hours today, so thank you. It is just an incredible honor to be here today. I've never gotten to speak at a graduation ceremony. This was really exciting, and I was so thankful for the phone call to get to join you today. Graduation is one of life's greatest milestones and a moment where we pause to recognize how far you've come and begin to imagine where life may take you. As you walk across this stage here just in a few minutes, you're stepping into a world full of new opportunities. Towns like Ekalaka and rural communities across Montana teach lessons that can't be found in textbooks. You learn personal responsibility. You learn work ethic. You learn what it means to show up for your neighbors. You learn that communities thrive when people choose to contribute and participate and care truly about one another. As you move into this next chapter, I encourage you to stay involved in your community wherever you land. Coach a youth team, attend local athletic events, support local businesses, vote, and speak up. At my school, we were the Townsend Bulldogs, school I was at most recently before coming into office, and I loved hearing down the hallways, Suze, and some of the teachers would be worried, but the neighborhood kids called me Suze, coach from my basketball players, or superintendent from others. Be the kind of person who helps strengthen the places and people around you in all ways. Exhibit the type of change you want to see. Communities only grow and thrive when we are all participating. Communities do not grow stronger by accident. They grow stronger because people decide to invest their time, talents, and hearts in them, as I've gotten to hear many of you have. I just want to tell you a little bit about my story, and it's been fun to hear about yours today. You never know where life's going to take you and what is going to occur. I want you to think about making sure that you ask for help when you need it and you put the hard work in when it's necessary. You have incredible educators, school leaders, families, and resources around you. All of us care for you. Don't forget to rely on that. When I got started, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I started taking generals in college, and I actually started at U of M. But I ended up, and I had a hard time in high school go in different directions, as all of you are, is just truly special because all students are unique and choose a different path. I think the most important thing is that no matter which path you choose, make sure you work hard, make sure you do it with a smile, and make sure you give it your all, no matter what role you're in. I first got my teaching degree and it was middle of the school year, so there were no teaching jobs open. I started working at a law firm and I was a file clerk, so I was putting away old case files. But I did the best I could, and I put a lot of effort into it, so I quickly got promoted to a paralegal. Then I got the call that I got an interview for a teaching job, and I was like, but I'm really liking this lawyer stuff. I did decide to go new opportunities. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Thank you for the honor and opportunity to address you this afternoon. God bless you all and the community of Ecolaka.
At this time, I know you seniors have been waiting for this day all year. Ms. Spencer, please come to the stage.
As a school counselor of Carter County High School, I hereby attest that each of the graduates assembled here today successfully completed all graduation requirements established by the Carter County High School Unified Board of Trustees and the Montana State Board of Public Education.
I am honored to present to you the class of 2026. Superintendent of Schools Susie Hedlund and Board Chair Ms. Lisa Gorschming will present the diplomas. Caleb Russell Fry. Bella Ray Jensen. Corlin Aylin Laughley. Chase Travis